sweet friends. I hope you are well. We have had quite the doozy of a week. It has just been non-stop. And I realize that's kind of the name of the game this time of year. The holiday season can feel like such a marathon, but this past week was like unbelievable. So that can only mean one thing for me, and that is I just want to run away to this little home library and just do some of my creature comforts. And, the other thing I was thinking about recently is we talk a lot about the holiday season and all the joy and beauty that comes with it, but I feel like we don't say enough about a lot of the challenges that also come with this time of year for so many of us, like for some of us, it might be financial strain. For others of us, it might be like really interesting family dynamics that come out to play. And for others, it's loss or grief or dealing with, this weird time warp because it's the end of the year and you're maybe thinking about the things you didn't get to accomplish. And it's almost a new year and another year that you didn't do X, Y, and Z. So there's just so many different layers and complexities that come with this time of year, too. And I don't feel like we talk about that enough. So I just wanted to say, if and when you are dealing with something like that, just know that I see you, I hear you, and you are not alone. And because all of our challenges can be so unique to our specific circumstances, I feel like the only piece of advice I can share is when you feel like that and when you feel a little overwhelmed by any of those complex feelings when it comes to this time of year, just ground yourself in what you know to be true and just protect your peace as best as you can. And for me, that looks like doing a lot of these kind of creature comforts and just like coming back home to myself. So I'm excited to spend a few cozy moments with you over the next few days, just doing some of those things and protecting my little peaceful bubble while a lot of these other, challenges start to present themselves going into the holiday rush and the holiday madness. I just want to spend some moments kind of, recharging and doing the things that I know to be true.
Okay, first things first, we have got to get some books on these bookshelves. So, in my last library updates video, you saw me toying with the idea of putting these up. I had them together over here, I had them separately. I was wondering if they looked good on that wall. And after I lived with it for a couple of days, I just decided I loved this setup of having two of them on either side. I'm going to put a little mirror in the middle. And I think it added a lot of character to this room and a lot of depth. And yeah, we need to get some books on the shelves. I'm going to take some from over here, some of my favorites. I'm going to get some from the hobby closet over here where I've been storing some of my other books. And we'll just kind of play with it and see, what looks good. And, as is the case with all my bookshelves, I'll probably be moving it around a million times and trying different things. But for now, let's just get some on there and see where we go.
Okay, friends, I think this is where I'm going to leave them. My only goal for today was really just to get books on these shelves. I didn't really think long and hard about which books and how they're going to be organized because you can tell there's a mix of like fantasy, YA fantasy, adult fantasy. There's some middle grade over here, some little thrillers. There's all sorts of stuff going on over here. So this is obviously not how they're going to stay, but I just wanted to see what it would start to look like as I began to put all sorts of color up here, facing some books outward, facing some the other way, see what kind of color variations I want to group together. This is just like the beginning of starting to understand what this wall could potentially look like. But so far, I'm pretty pleased just with the start because it's so fun to see some of my favorite series, my favorite books, like staring back at me when I walk through this room, when I sit at my chair. It's just, I don't know, the feeling of like being surrounded by all of these like wonderful worlds that I have loved and loved reading about and being a part of. It's just, such a charming notion to like be surrounded by some of my favorite characters and places. So I am loving having these bookshelves. If nothing else, that is what today has proven. I'm definitely going to be tweaking and moving things around. You'll see me doing that quite often until I get to a place where I feel like this is how they're going to be. But I feel like for today, mission accomplished because we have books on shelves, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. So we will worry about organizing by genre, by author, by this and that at another time. For now, I'm just going to enjoy having the variety of color and texture and just interest on this wall now because I've been so used to seeing this like blank wallpaper, which was beautiful in and of itself, but I just feel like this took it to a whole new level. morning. I did not plan to leave the house this morning or even today at all. But when I woke up, I just felt the water calling to me. So I took a nice little brisk walk by the ocean. It was so refreshing, even though it was like chilly and windy. But it was still nice to like hear the waves, and it just does wonders for mental health. So I'm really grateful to be able to just pop down and get to do that whenever I need like a little break in my mind. But I'm back now. And the other thing I wanted to mention is not only is it holiday season, but it is also planner season, which is so fun. If you are somebody that keeps planners or journals, this is kind of the time of year when we get to decide what notebooks we're going to keep, what stationery. For anyone who's like creative and enjoys this type of thing, it's like our Super Bowl and it's so much fun. I'm going to show you that in a couple of weeks, like the different journals I'm keeping, my journal ecosystem for next year. And I'm also doing a journal giveaway that I mentioned, I think, last bookstore visit. I definitely want to do my part to like help spread the message about like mental health. And I'm such an advocate for getting your thoughts out on paper, getting creative energy out. So I really want to do like a journal starter pack giveaway type of thing. Check out my Instagram page, which I am revamping now. I haven't been giving that page much love, but recently I've had the calling to, just connect with you guys more over there. But, go follow me over there and check out my posts to come, because I'll have details on how you can enter if you want to be entered to win, that journal giveaway. But anyways, I say all this because the fun part is that I'm going to be keeping a reading journal next year, which I'm so, so excited about. I've been reading loads lately. I've been feeling so much creative energy that I just like need to let it out. And I think a reading journal is exactly the way to go. But I will show you that setup in a couple of weeks' time. For today, I just need to get some of my December journaling out, but yeah, I'm very excited to show you some of that in a few weeks' time. I'm just waiting on the mail to get a few more packages, some new notebooks, some new stationery, things I need to finish my setup. So I'll show you that once it's here.
end the evening and this vlog with a little bit of reading. And I forgot I had not mentioned this to you, that I had started reading Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. It's been pretty quick to read. I'm almost about like halfway through, and I only started like a couple of days ago. I don't know how I feel about this book, and that's because I get what the book is trying to do. Like, I get what it's after. It's trying to be a thriller. It's trying to be mysterious. It's trying to grab your attention quickly. It keeps things moving. There's a lot of different characters. It's on the go. But for some reason, I feel like it's lacking in some sort of substance almost. Like, it's lacking a little bit of depth. I don't know, there's something missing. But you know what? I will reserve all judgments until I am done. Maybe the second half of the book will kind of make everything else make sense and give it that substance and depth that I'm looking for. But so far, it's just been a lot of running around, trying to figure stuff out, and just, I don't know. It feels like it's missing something for me, but I'm gonna keep reading. I definitely will finish it. It's not a very long book. I hope to finish it hopefully the next day or two, because I'm starting to get to that point where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of over this book. I want it to be done already, but I also don't want to DNF it. Like, does that make sense? Has that ever happened where it's like, I want it to be done. I don't want to put it down as a DNF, but I'm already so over it. That's kind of the feeling it's giving me. So I hate that. That actually disappoints me a little bit, because I'd heard so many great things about this book, and I'm just like not getting those kind of vibes. But in any case, I'm going to do some reading now. Thank you so much for joining me for some of these little cozy moments over the last few days. They've definitely helped me and my mind a little bit. So I hope you take this as your sign to take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. And, you know, if you struggle with some of these things, like I mentioned, during this time of year, the holiday season, just whatever it might be, you know, families, finances, mental health, loss, all the things, whatever your circumstance looks like, I hope you can find some reprieve and find things that ground you and give you comfort and make you feel good, and just follow your joy wherever it may take you. And I will be posting throughout the holiday season, so I will talk to you again, but I wanted to throw that in there because, you know, I need to hear it. So I imagine somebody else probably needs to hear it too. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.